My success is grace and mercy. So yeah, I didn't do it. So if I can't even take credit for it, there's a reason why your hand don't go back there. There's a reason why you can't pat yourself on your back, because you ain't supposed to. I got God, so God gave me all this. If I could have figured out how to do this, I'd have done this a long time ago. I'd have skipped over homelessness, them 2 divorces, flunking out of school. I'd have just made myself, but I couldn't. I asked God for it. God gave me this. This is God's production. I'm just the dude participating in the ride. So I stay humble because I know it ain't me. Ain't no need of me getting a big head. And clearly, look, I've done nothing more to deserve this than you. You don't deserve grace. Grace is God's unmerited favor. He just does stuff for you. You can't buy grace. You can't earn it. He just gives it out. When I pray, I ask for grace. I don't ask for money. I ask for grace, because that's what sustains you in life. You get grace, I was playing golf with an old guy that owns the Mayo Clinic. How much money he got, right? He owns the Mayo Clinics. And we're riding, and he says, "You seem like a spiritual person. I want to share something with you." He said, justice is when you get what you deserve. Mercy is when you don't get what you deserve. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. And that's what grace is. I just have a life I really don't deserve this. I mean, you work hard, and I work hard. And this the life I got? Come on, man. That's crazy. I get to wake up in the morning and tell jokes. And they cut me a check. If you can live your life and wake up every day doing something that ain't work and get a check for it, that's amazing, because the average person has to get up and go to work. And a lot of people got to do stuff they don't want to do. But I will tell you this, though. If you're doing something you don't enjoy doing, you should quit. You really should. You should quit. If you're doing something you don't enjoy doing, you should quit. Well, Steve, I just can't quit. Okay. Then stay there. But you ain't going to be happy. And waking up every day not being happy, that's because you got something that burns on the inside of you that you really want to do, all of you. And if you're not doing it, what you waiting on? You get one time round the track. You don't get ain't no do-overs in life. You don't die and come back. That's it. So if you're not happy, I would rather wake up and do what I was born to do and make whatever that paid than to wake up and do what I have to do and be miserable. I would rather wake up and enjoy my life. But you gonna have to take a jump now. You're gonna have to be brave. And that's what most people don't want to do. You don't want to take that chance. Devil got a cold trick. Like if you ain't talked to God in a while, he'll make you think you shouldn't talk to him because you ain't talked to him in a while. That's a trick. God know what you're going through. I try not to be jaded, because I'm blessed. God done brought me a long time. Well, don't wait. But I remember when 20,000 would have been everything to me. It would have changed my whole, $1,000 would have moved the needle for me, man. You understand? And I have to remember that. It's been a long time. But you get blessed, God take you someplace, but always try to remember, man. Like people talk to me all the time, say, man, I was looking on TV, you was crying the other day. Yo, dog, see, you just see this part. You ain't see the trip I've been on. And a lot of times when I'm telling people about the trip, I'm remembering the journey. You don't know. You don't know the days, man, I was getting ran off people's property for fishing, trying to eat because I was home. You ain't see none of that. You ain't see times I got arrested. So when I got here and I be telling people the story, I be playing back that in my mind while I'm talking. That make me cry sometimes because I can't believe what God done for me, man. I just flat out can't believe it. And that's why I tell people about God, because if God can save me, I bet he can save you. Because you have no idea what I used to have to do just to survive. That's why I don't get mad at people, man, when I see people out here doing stuff that's kind of off-center. Because you don't know what a person going through. You don't know. But if you're going through something, man, you got to keep the faith. God is always right there. When you ever get the feeling God ain't with you, you know why that is? Because you ain't with him. He available all the time. Just got to keep that relationship. even if you slip away, the devil got a cold trick. Like if you ain't talked to God in a while, he'll make you think you shouldn't talk to him because you ain't talked to him in a while. That's a trick. God know what you're going through. You done been away for a while, just turn around and start talking. You ain't got to know how to pray, just talk to him. But you got to get some type of system going with him, that's all. You know, like I say, I ain't that good a Christian, you know. Like I'm not trying to convert you, but I am trying to hip you to it. If you don't have the answers, he do. I bet you he do. You're sitting up in here looking at me, but y'all think about this for a minute. Why am I saying this at this particular time, and why are you sitting here hearing it? Could it be that he put you in the right place at a particular time to hear just something? You done probably heard it before, but sometimes it's got to click at the right moment. Somebody need this to just click for you. You just one prayer away, just a couple of steps. I want to get my phone out here, I'm going to show you something. So you think I'm talking? I live this here. I ain't got nothing else. And watch, I'm going to show you what's on my phone, and I'm going to watch what happens. Behind every moment of adversity in your life, two things will happen. There is a lesson and there is a blessing. Every moment of adversity has those two things that come with it. There's always a lesson and there's always a blessing. Pain always leaves a present. Every time you're in pain, it leaves a gift behind. So what happened was, after all of that happened, I got a call from a company called T-Mobile. The Super Bowl is a month after that. They brought me down to do a Super Bowl commercial. A Super Bowl commercial in the United States is the most highest watched program on television. These commercials are tens of millions of dollars. They will pay you millions of dollars to be in a Super Bowl commercial. They paid me so much money to be in a Super Bowl commercial, acting like I gave the wrong answer to the telephone company to reenact the Miss Universe theme. They paid me what I make on Miss Universe times 10. And then 14 countries sent my wife and I a letter saying that was the most honorable and honest thing they've ever seen in the history of television. They gave my wife and I 14 villas around the world. There are 14 villas that my wife and I can go to in Curacao, the Maldives, Abu Dhabi, France, that we can go to anytime for vacation. So behind that, a lot of good happened. That's why when you have bad moments in your life, you just have to ride them out. Because God always has a gift behind every moment of pain that you have. When a man leaves you, there is a gift behind him leaving. Sometimes the breakup is the blessing. See, sometimes you got to get rid of a man in order for God to give you the man that you really need. So sometimes losing a man is not a loss. You just have to hang in there. He might have something better for you. So every time something bad happens, you just have to wait on the lesson and the blessing. It always happens. It always happens. You just can't act too miserable. Oh, me, something happened to me. Oh, my man walked out on me, all me and the dogs. No, they're not. You just had one dog. He was the dog. Just wait. Trust me, I know how that worked too. I'm on my third marriage. Trust me, I know. I've been with the wrong one a couple of times. But I was the wrong one because I kept picking them. Then after I got really messed up, I said, God, tell you what, I'm through. You pick the one for me. He sent me Marjorie.